Hi, welcome to another Garrick Solutions video. Today what we wanted to talk about is sustainability. So whenever your company or whether you produce a good or provide a service, one thing that you should keep in mind is this current state sustainable? So for example, sometimes our clients can ask their companies or their different departments on how they can be more efficient. Or let's say you're introducing a new product, or you're making alterations to you're providing a new service that you haven't done before. So what you have to keep in mind is, is the level of output that your company is currently providing, is that sustainable? Sometimes when we're running day-to-day operations and we see success in the company, we have to think about, what is the offset? Some of the customers or clients that we've been working with, yes, if they introduce a new product or they launch a new service for their customers, usually what happens is, other team members usually have to struggle a little bit or, work extra hard to be able to deliver these goods or services. So, are people working overtime, or are they stretching too thin? Yes, you can manage on the short term, but on the long term, what are the impacts to the organization? And one thing that you always want to keep in mind is, what is the cost? Like, find out the true cost of this, right? So whether sustainability, yes, you're adding an additional service, or product, which should translate to additional revenue potentially from new customers or current customers, but also what's the additional effect that's occurring to your company. We recently have been very interested in a topic by this gentleman named Joseph Duran, and he was someone that supported Japan post World War II and kind of become more efficient, and that's kind of what led to Toyota and the Six Sigma and the lean efficient of continuous improvement, continuously trying to be better and evolve. So as companies try to evolve and continuously change, they must also keep in mind, what is my offset? There's usually a sacrifice that the organization has to do in order to be able to deliver that. And, from senior leadership or senior management, we need to understand, what's going on in the front lines. Are our employees getting, overworked? Are we incurring a lot of overtime? How's the employee morale? Are we losing people? Are people transferring to other companies? So these are all things that you should keep in mind whenever you implement new processes or add new changes. It's what is the impact to the organization, and is it sustainable on a longer period of time? Like, you always want to think about, what's the long-term impact to the outside customer. So for example, you don't want to launch a new product or launch a new service, and then all of a sudden, 4 or 5 months down the line, you can't continue because, you don't have the staff. People have been laid off, or people leave to other companies, so the talent kind of leaves the organization. So how do you make sure that you're able to mitigate that, and, everything remains the same, or people are still motivated and eager, to provide these new goods and services, and you're still able to provide the quality of service that your customers are known that you can produce, because that's also an offset. Yes, you might have more products, but what's the offset to your quality? Are you having more faults in all of the products that you provide? If you're in the service industry, are your projects getting delayed? Are you completing projects later than normal? Are you missing milestones or deadlines? So just keep these in mind when you're implementing change, which is obviously extremely exciting times for a new company or for any business. It's just, what is the offset? And keep that in mind always as you're growing and evolving. So hope this has been beneficial, and have a wonderful day. Take care.